Finally, a new mattress. There it is. It's pretty cool. You buy them all rolled up like that right now. Anyway, I'm going to get to work here on the build stuff. I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to remove this door panel off to start with. And some of it might break, so I've learned from watching YouTube videos. And I'm going to redo this flooring here. And I'm going to be deleting this glove box. I'm probably going to be taking this part of the trim out because I'm going to be mounting a bracket onto here to hold the new countertop. Eventually, I'm going to pull this whole thing apart. It's not going to happen right now, but eventually I will, because there's two things that I want to address in there. I want to change the ductwork for the HVAC stuff. The shroud that I have on the bottom doesn't include a filter. I want to see if I can get one from a junkyard that's compatible with this one that I could put a filter in. That would be lovely. But I'm going to take one of these apart in a junker before I take it apart in mine, just so that I can see how it all comes apart. And then here, I was concerned about the airbag deployment for this one because I don't want it to come back into the cabinet if it were to deploy in an accident or something like that. So I'll probably remove that. But I did take a look at how this thing is oriented. It actually pushes the airbag up like this, and then it goes down. So it's going to be from here down is safe. So it's not going to come out of here, but it's going to burst through this and go up like that and then over. But anyway, it is disconnected from the seat. There's another plug right there. That's the wire for it. And I'll probably try to remove all of it at some point in time. But for now, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to try and get this built all out of here and go from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this into the light. So I'm going to keep some of this panel. I'm going to try and keep the handle part and maybe this little bit, maybe not, but at least try and keep the handle and the lock, because that might be useful just to keep that part. But I'm going to cut away everything I don't need, and I'm going to try it out, throw it out. It's actually a little bit heavy. I'd say that's probably about, probably like almost 10 pounds. Yeah, it's a bit heavy, that thing. Anyway, delete some of this. Try and get this guy out. I could kind of use half of this, but I don't really need to necessarily. And take this right out of here. That's cleaned up a lot more in there. Really like that. Just opens it up. Way more. No more glove box though, but a lot more room for a big cabinet. I got a little problem happening. I'm in park, so if I hit the accelerator. Oh. It's a good chance I did this. Okay, what I did is I deleted the seatbelt stuff that was there. I unplugged and replugged this stuff in. I didn't touch anything in there, but I'll have to have a look. That's all working fine. This is the window up and down. That's fine too. Could it be this? Or is it just a coincidence? Is my alternator going berserk? Check the Victron. Starter battery is a 1437. It's kind of pulsing around too. Geez, guys, I just don't know. Like, this is bad time for this. Did I create a problem over there? I don't think so. The only thing is, it's like it's unplugged now. Okay, I gotta take a look at this. I don't think it's my altimeter, you guys. It says 1291, which is super steady. It's gotta be something else. Even my headlights are flashing. Okay, I think I know what it is. When I cut that metal, I might have cut out a ground to something. Something might be grounded to that. Okay, I'm back here. I'm gonna go jump down into the dumpster. I'm not gonna film that part. I'm just gonna see if we can retrieve that garbage bag. I'm thinking it's gonna be one of these three things. I'm gonna start with this because that was the last thing I did. And then maybe, I don't know. Motherfucker. I'm a sensitive dude when it comes to this kind of stuff. I didn't want to really get involved because there's a lot of people already involved. But there's part of me that just wants to jump right in. But yeah, it must have been someone flying through a red light. A sport car and SUV. But yeah, I have no idea. And then it looked like there was two people on the sidewalk that just got involved as bystanders in the accident. And I don't know, like one guy's got, yeah. Anyway, I called the emergency line, and I guess a lot of other people were doing the same thing. Yeah, this kind of stuff just, I don't know. I ran into it a few months back, and it was up in North Vancouver. I was doing laundry that day. Maybe I'll include some of that footage here. That was a sad day. That one rocked me for like a week. That one was bad. This is just an accident, but still it did. I just hate to see people get hurt. wasn't like this like before when I was younger, before as a dad. As just a, you know, single guy, you know, if this kind of thing happened and I just kind of like look and be like kind of curious, and, you know, a little bit not connected to it. And it just feels completely different after becoming a dad. And my girl's halfway around the world. A lot of questions come up for me, you know, like, I got some good things going on for sure. It's a beautiful van, beautiful house. I got the skills to build it. Friends, healthy family that isn't with me, but you know, everybody's thriving. I just miss being able to connect. And stuff like this just, I guess it just strikes a chord inside and triggers something, and then I get all teary from it, and then it of course recycles me into other things too, like my daughter. And here I am trying to mess around with this electrical system that's maybe I should just be taking a break from this stuff. And I know, like, inside there's part of me that knows that that's the case, and then there's another part of me that's like, well, yeah, I guess it's my mental part of me that's like, yeah, you should do this and you should do that. I'm a wreck, you guys. Total wreck. Walking wreck. I mean, it's getting better, don't worry. I'm healing and all that stuff, but like, there's some repairs that need to be done. Also up here and in here. So if you're watching, I really appreciate it big time, because yeah, like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to build. And I want to share a lot more cool stuff with you guys. I got some pretty good ideas coming up, but like, I feel bad for just saying that because I'm not actually doing it. You know, actions speak a lot louder than words. So I got that little self-critic that's working right now on that. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can address this electrical stuff and then get back to what I was initially trying to do, and that was hitting the road and going up to Squamish for a little R&R. And I think I'll go up there and see some good friends that I haven't seen in a while. Maybe get in touch with the men's group that I was a part of. I feel like I could take up a lot of time with those guys. Okay guys, I'm gonna get back to it. I'll be okay. Yeah, at this point all I've really done is I've reestablished the ground connection that was with this part here, connecting the piece where I cut this off on. I added a screw and a wire to where this is bolted in. So I'll show you that now. It's a 10 gauge wire, so I don't know if it's big enough, but it should be enough to, I think, kind of fix this issue. So I've got it connected here and then back in there, right like that. So we'll see if this changes anything. Still a problem. Okay, it's not bad. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this seatbelt mechanism back in and see if that fixes it. Still got the problem. Holy. Trapped in here anyway. Those guys are all blocking the exit. Be like a big investigation. The whole street blocked off, cones all out. I disconnected my battery. I don't know if that's gonna reset anything, but man, this is sucky. Yeah, it's sucky dealing with the electrical, that's what I'm talking about. Try getting that thing again, see what happens. Okay, so far this is looking better. Okay, we're in good shape. Feels friggin' great, I tell you. I was feeling pretty sucky there for a while. I was just like, oh no, what have I done? And I definitely did something, so it was what I did. I'm just not sure if it was me cutting that bar that went across under the glove box. It's quite possible that was grounding out to something, and I have a feeling that that's it. But I also put the seatbelt thing back together, and there was no change until after I reconnected, like I disconnected and reconnected the battery, hopefully resetting the system and stuff, but looks good now. All right, I'm gonna pack up this time, leave everything the way it is, but I'm gonna pack up, keep all those electrical components, and head on up to Squamish, see if I can get out of here. Like if this was just my car and something weird happened to it, I mean, electrical issues, that's not a fun thing. It's just, even if it's your car, but when it's your house and your car, ooh. There's a part of me wondering that I was like, am I gonna be comfortable sleeping tonight if I can't get this sorted out today? But I think it's sorted out, so yeah, I'm gonna sleep just fine. Ooh. Anyway, these are good lessons, really good. And I feel better after that sensitive moment with that accident. I actually, like, I'm in pretty good spirits, but some stuff like that just triggers me, and it wakes something up inside of me that I'm just, you know, I get like that. I'm all sweaty too. It's been a pretty warm day today. I think by regular standards this would be a hot day for Vancouver, but because of this, I think we're still in that heat wave. It's definitely hot for this time of year. It's not as hot as it was though. Get rid of these. Safeties. Can I get out of here? Yeah. Wowie. She told me, sir, you gotta move. I got a thing with the word sir. Sir is kind of like, to me, it's almost like a bad word. It's like, it's similar to the F-bomb now. It's like saying, in some ways when you say, excuse me, sir, can you please? That's like saying, Hey, listen. Hey, fucker. You fucker. That's what kind of sounds like. Anyway, she said sir in a way that didn't make it sound like that. She just said it in a real polite way. So depending on how you use the word sir, it can sound like you fucker, or it can sound like, excuse me sir, I don't know your name, but I'm just gonna call you sir because you're a man. It'd actually be better if they just said, hey man. It just, can you imagine that police officer? Hey man, you gotta move. Of course, now the word man is used in such a weird way when you say, hey man. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, I'm good to go. Let's move. Gotta send it down the back alley. She's like, yeah, can't drive on the road. Anyway. That's quite a bit today. I am sure looking forward to going up into the peace and quiet up there in Squamish. Vancouver, don't get me wrong, Vancouver is a beautiful place. Phew, stinky too sometimes. I just drove by like somebody's house for a restaurant. Well, just had my window down up. Alright. Yeah, Vancouver is a beautiful place. Really nice city. I've been here for probably maybe 15 years. When I was, how old? Yeah. Actually, it's getting close to 20 years. Holy smokes. But it's yeah, it's a really nice place. I do like Vancouver a lot, but it's a city, and like a lot of cities, and someone that likes to be in the country, it just kind of, yeah, I just crave to get back out into the country, you know what I mean? Okay guys, I'll see you later. I'm gonna drive up to Squamish and you know, go chill out and rest. So we'll see you guys later. I don't like ending videos like this in a car, but that's what we're doing today. So yeah, I mean, even when you're not out in the wild, some wild shit happens. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. See you soon.